Welcome to Art History, Ancient Mesopotamia and Persia. The ancient Near East is also known as the Fertile Crescent because of its rich soil. Early settlements clustered around the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. The Neolithic Revolution began in Mesopotamia. The first city-states, city planning, and organized religion are attributed to Sumer, as well as the birth of writing and the invention of the wheel. This is a look at the social, historical, and artistic developments between 3500 BCE and 636 CE, Common Era. In the Fertile Crescent, the regions of Mesopotamia and Persia located in the area of present-day Iraq and Iran. Sumerian art around 3500 to 232 BCE includes temple platforms called ziggurats and the development of a visual narrative. Rulers of the Akkadians were the first to assume divine attributes in artistic representations, and artists of this period were innovators in bronze sculpture and landscape depictions. The Neo-Sumerian and Babylonian periods witnessed the building of numerous temples and the enormous ziggurat revival, and Babylonian artists experimented with foreshortening. The White Temple and Zereth at Uruk, or modern Warka, in Iraq. Restored view of the White Temple and Ziggurat. This 3-foot-tall alabaster offering vase is believed to be to Inanna and has incised relief showing offerings being brought to her. This marble head is possibly Inanna, the goddess of love and war. These figures were made to represent the individual constantly worshiping his or her god. Sumerian sculptures used simple shapes such as cones and cylinders for construction. Notice the large staring eyes. The standard of Ur is a wooden box inlaid with lapis lazuli. The registers of figures in action are read from left to right and bottom to top. One side of the wooden box depicts victorious warriors bringing the spoils of war, including prisoners to be ritually sacrificed. The other side illustrates the final presentation to the king, at probably a banquet with musicians. Mesopotamian people used cylinder seals to press signatures and images into clay or wax. The head of an Akkadian ruler is the oldest known hollow cast copper portrait. The features are naturalistic. The hair and beard are stylized. The victory stele of Naram-Sin from ancient Susa shows the enemy in disarray, while Naram-Sin's army is organized. Sun-like symbols indicate the gods had given the victory to Naram-Sin. The votive dish of Enheduanna, made of alabaster. The first record of a known poet, male or female, in history is the priestess Enhedunnah. She was the daughter of King Sargon and priestess of the moon god Nana-Ur. King Gudda of Lagash. Gudda's images all depicted in a pious pose with hands clasped in prayer. Gudda seating holding the plan of a temple from Girsu, modern Tella, Iraq. Lily of Hammurabi is incised with his code of laws, given to him by the flame-shouldered god Shamash. Shamash is shown in a partly three-quarter perspective pose. Close-up of Shamash. Notice he has 4 sets of horns for power. The animal images on this beaker from Susa are simplified, abstracted geometric shapes. Increased naturalism is especially seen in the hands of Queen Naparasu from Susa. Lamassu sculptures, winged human-headed bulls, were guardians of the Assyrian kings. The double horns on the helmets indicate they are associated with the gods. Persepolis was the city capital of the Persian Empire. Alexander the Great conquered Persia, and Persepolis was destroyed. The royal audience hall, the Apennata, had 60-foot columns topped with the forefronts of various animals. Persian art incorporated art elements from Mediterranean, Greek, and Egyptian cultures. Aerial view of Persepolis. The stairway to the Apennata shows figures of conquered peoples bringing tribute to the king. From Hamadan, called a rhyton, is made of gold with a wing-lying figure. The palace of Shapur I at Ctesiphon, Iraq, features a pointed arched audience hall called an Iwan. Islamic architecture is considered the standard for judging their own engineering. Another architectural feature is a repetition of arches called a blind arcade. The new Persian Empire lasted until the middle of the 5th century CE, when it was conquered by the Arabs.